Welcome back to My Media Melody. I am your host, KristyLove. I hope you all had a great weekend. Last week we talked about My Media Magnet and enough opportunities. So I hope this week you have been attracting some of those great things that you want, even if it's the little small things. The attracting is what counts. So this week, I said that we're going to be talking about faith. We're going to be talking about trusting God, and we're going to talk about just how to activate that faith. It's different when we just have faith, but some people just have faith and they don't know what to do with it. You activate it and you trust Him that He's going to get you through everything. So, let's get into it. So I want to tell a story. You know how sometimes you could be driving through a storm, whether it's a winter storm, it's a rainstorm, or whatever the case is. You're driving through a storm, and when you're driving, it's very hard to see. But we don't, well, a lot of the times, we don't stop the car. We continue to drive because we're using the windshield wipers, our little guides to help us get through the road. And we're trusting that the road is not going to end. And that's kind of how I think of my faith as. I can't really see what's going to happen in the future, but I'm trusting God that He's going to get me through it and that He's going to lead me. He's not going to steer me wrong. And that road that you drive down, it never steers you wrong because you trust that it's not going to run out. And another thing that my pastor tells me is that, you know, we put so much trust into our relationships, our boyfriends, girlfriends, exes, people that we casually hang out with. We put trust in a pilot who's driving our plane or the chair that we're sitting in. I'm trusting that this chair, the screws is not going to break or do nothing, and I'm going to stay secure in it. People trust things like that or situations like that more than they trust God. And I remember 2 years ago, like I said, I was going through a very rough patch as far as relationships and jobs and things like that. And I remember listening to Pandora, and I was listening to Mary yesterday, and there's a line that stuck in my head, and it still sticks in my head, and that's how I practice and activate my faith. She said, either I'm going to trust you or I might as well walk away. And then it's very simple. A lot of people think it's kind of cliche to say like trust in God, but it's really trust. We trust our boyfriends, we trust our girlfriends, we trust people that have hurt us over and over again, but we don't trust God. We have to start and continue to trust in God. Like, why can't we trust God with our life? Trust Him with our goals. Trust Him with our dreams. We trust everything else, but we can't seem to just trust Him. And the thing is, when things are going rough, God wants us to come to Him and say, I'm giving you my care. I'm giving you my worries. I'm surrendering this to you. I know that you're going to get me through. That is me trusting God and believing and having faith that whatever is going on, everything is going to be okay. But a lot of us don't do that. We go to our girlfriends, our homies, our mama, our daddy, and yeah, sure, it's okay to go and vent for a little while, but you gotta just start talking to Him more. Build that relationship. Have that open, loving, faithful relationship with Him. A story about me, last year, I had stopped my internship. One of my internships was over, and I had a job interview with Radio Disney, and I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, it's a job. I'm not even done with college yet. It's a job. It's going to be great. I'm going to be on the radio. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It's going to be so exciting. And I'm getting paid. So, hey, I was excited. I went to the interview, thought I did well, and I didn't get a call back. And I was so hurt, and I was like, what is it? Like, what does He have for me? But what I did was, I said, God has something better for me, and I'm going to wait, and I'm going to sit and be patient. And I filled out an app for internship at Channel 4, and I got the call, and I did the interview, and I worked at Channel 4 over the summer last year. And that was God's way of saying, be patient because I have something better for you. Even though I wasn't getting paid, it helped me build more experience, and maybe that wasn't the job for me. So you have to trust that God has something better for you and that He's going to continue to work with you, but you have to have faith and you have to have patience. So that's a way that you can activate your faith. Know that God is leading you for something better, something that is for you. And last week we talked about how what's meant for you will be just for you. A Bible verse that I wanted to give to you guys, make sure you go look this up tonight, is Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 11. And it says, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of His might. Put on the whole armor of God that ye may be able to stand against the devil. And that is another Bible verse that I look at when I'm trusting in, I know I'm trusting in God, and it seems that everything around me is going terribly wrong, but all I'm focusing on is God and making sure that I'm trusting Him and that I'm activating my faith. So for the recap, 3 things. When things don't work out, trust me, and sometimes things won't work out. When things don't work out, we gotta pray on it. That's another thing. Praying is another form of communication and showing our love to God. Pray that God will give you strength through the test, because He will. If you're continuously going to Him, that's what He wants us to do. He wants us to be open and able and continue to go to Him and to just be honest. Just be open and honest. Say, hey, I need faith. I need help getting through this. Number 2, like I always say, be patient. Be patient. You're a magnet. You're a magnet of positive and wonderful things. And while you're being patient, you can attract those things. You can get to being on that good feeling, good frequency of however you want to feel, but it's up to you to change your mind so that you can change the environment around you. Number 3, learn how to apply your faith. When you're having faith, don't just let faith sit there, use it. If you're running low on money, I have faith that something is gonna happen, something's gonna work, this bill's gonna get paid for, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna have gas, because we college students, it happens to me. I totally understand. But have faith and learn how to apply your faith. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so blessed to have you guys here with me. This is my segment on faith. Thank you for tuning in to My Media Melody. This is your host, KristyLove, and we'll see you next Monday.